Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill says that non-citizens were registered to vote in her state? What a shocker!
In June of 2023, nearly 3 years before I became governor, a serious software error in New Jersey's motor vehicle system.
A software error
led to the improper voter registration of what we believe to be roughly 6,600 people in our state. When New Jerseyans applied for a driver's license or identification at the MVC, they were asked if they wanted to register to vote. In the case of this error, some individuals indicated that they weren't citizens and weren't eligible to vote, but the software registered them anyway.
Oh, of course it was the software that did, because software just does stuff you didn't program it to do. Or it wasn't the clerk either. Definitely couldn't be that.
And now for the absolutely dumbest take in the fake news media by none other than Abby Phillip.
Definition of widespread, by the way. Is it 1%? Is it 2%?
I don't know, more than 100? I think it's a big problem. What's yours?
What's your tolerance for this?
Hold on.
1%. 2%. What is the percent number?
This is not about tolerance. This is about, is it widespread or is it something that is relatively rare,
You're
Scott?
pounding him over the word widespread. I just would ask you,
Scott,
what is your tolerance for any fraud at all?
Is it widespread?
It's not widespread. What's your definition of widespread anyway? It's not widespread. What's your definition of widespread anyway?
Absolutely. Over 6,000 people.
What is your bar for widespread?
She said, my bar is I want no tolerance.
I have zero tolerance for fraud, Abby. Is that hard for you to comprehend? Can't you get that through your thick skull? Oh yeah, it's empty in there anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I have zero tolerance.
So what is your tolerance for American citizens?
By the way, this isn't the only place this is happening.
What is your tolerance for American citizens whose valid voter registrations are invalidated by incorrect databases? What's your tolerance for that?
Same f***ing answer, you stupid twit!
I don't have tolerance for any mistakes in the electoral system, including putting non-citizens on the rolls.
So then why are we not keeping the same energy for that as we are for this?
I do have energy. As you know, I've come out here and long argued that every time we don't clean up the voter rolls, that every time a non-citizen makes it onto the voter rolls, it invalidates some legal person's vote.
What about when an American is not allowed to vote when they are eligible to vote?
I don't have any tolerance for that either. An American citizen should be allowed to vote. But American citizens are invalidated when illegal aliens
then with the administration using a system?
Blah, blah, blah. I can't hear you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to talk over you so I don't have to listen to your point, which is 100% true. Blah, blah, blah.
That a federal judge recently found was actively removing U.S. citizens from the voter rolls based on inaccurate information. Why are you comfortable with that system being used to check the voter rolls?
This is a convenient deflection for you. This is the worst possible story that could happen for Democrats right now regarding the debate over the SAVE Act. 6,600 illegal aliens on the rolls in New Jersey that you know about.
Can I tell you why I think this conversation is wrong?
No. We don't care what you've got to say, because every damn road leads right back to your Trump derangement syndrome.
If you thought that was stupid, wait until you hear my next point. Believe it or not, it's even stupider.
They might have cast a ballot because they just weren't aware that they were incorrectly put on the voter roll.
They weren't aware that they weren't a citizen of the United States?
No,
they said in this instance that they weren't citizens. They were still
Is this accurately described as fraud when none of these people tried to register to vote?
Yes, they cast ballots. 400 of them cast ballots. They had to actively go do that. I assume no one voted in their name. Maybe they did. I don't know. But they actively cast a ballot. Did they not?
Okay, muchachas and muchachas, we signed you up to vote even if you aren't citizens. Now go and vote for free stuff. That's the little D next to the names. Ándale, ándale!
What I want to put
an illegal alien gets put on the rolls, however they got there, and cast a ballot.
I mean, but you acknowledge
like
that some people might actually be, because this has come up in courts before, where some people who are ineligible to vote are not aware that they're ineligible to vote. Where some people who are ineligible to vote are not aware that they're ineligible to vote.
Where some people who are ineligible to vote are not aware that they're ineligible to vote.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Hey guys, we would like to thank you for watching Puppetgate Plus every day. Please like the video and subscribe because it helps us a lot. And if you would like to contribute, amigos, please scan the QR codes on the screen or click the link in the pinned comment. If you want to support us but you cannot donate right now, no worries. Please sign up for our free newsletter. Gracias, my friends. Oh, and don't worry, I was born and raised in America.
As you know, last night the New Jersey governor admitted that 6,600 illegal aliens had made it onto New Jersey's voter rolls. At least that number, it could be a lot larger. And 400 of them actually cast a vote. That is the largest number of foreigners ever to vote in any collection of an election in American history. When we told you that last night, the governor said, not our fault, it was a software glitch, no big deal. Well, overnight, we reached out to the software company that runs New Jersey's system. And you know what they said? There's no software glitch at all.
Nope, no software glitches on our side. We run a tight ship and learned to code a long time ago. Nice try, New Jersey. Better luck next time.
The state of New Jersey knew they were putting non-citizens, i.e. foreigners, onto the voter rolls. It is the state's responsibility to determine who is eligible to vote and who's not. The software had it marked right. That is a major contradiction. And just a little while ago, the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights in the U.S. Justice Department, Harmeet Dillon, announced that there is an investigation of New Jersey now into whether they knowingly were allowing non-citizens to vote.
Hey, New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill, what are you hiding from us? You don't just blame a software company thinking we are foolish enough to believe you. Either you're stupid or you think we're stupid.
And to get on the voter rolls, remember a week ago, she sent a letter out saying if you let non-citizens vote knowingly, you're in trouble. Well, now the vendor's comments raise the very strong possibility that one of the blue states in America may have acceded to allowing non-citizens to vote.
Democrats can't keep coming on TV and saying this never happens. There are not undocumented immigrants voting in elections. Well, here's case one of it happening. It's happening in New Jersey. Guess it's happening in other states as well. So you can't say it with such definitive certainty these days.
I'll take Captain Obvious for 1,000, Alex.
Let's watch Liz Warren squirm her way out of answering a simple question.
Hi, just a quick question for you. I know you're vehemently opposed to the Save America Act, but does the recent revelation in New Jersey with the aliens who are actually registered to vote change your opinion on getting that legislation passed?
Look, it is already illegal for someone who's not an American citizen to vote.
All right, time to vote for the Democrats. They just love us aliens. Then I have to go to the DMV to get my new driver's license. Then off to my Dudes for Harris appointment. We have to do the anal probing on them.
Period.
But there's at least 400 aliens that did vote.
There are already laws to prevent that.
Yeah, and there are also laws to prevent murder. But people still do it, dimwit!
And if people have violated the law, then they should be prosecuted. Easy.
Anything's actually going to happen. I thought Democrats always said that there's no evidence of.
I don't understand why you want laws that are already there. That makes no sense.
But I thought Democrats said illegals never vote, but obviously they do, right? Thank you, Senator.